The OSL EU PUBG Invitational keeps throwing us curveballs, just like Potwar. I cannot actually believe Potwar got 5 kills. He got all of them for HWA, and not only that, he had more kills than any other players on the field. He was MVP of the last round.
They finally had the circles for them, and actually, I think this was around that. Actually, they wanted to make the rotation, felt confident about it, pushed through, and of course, some kills were stolen away from them. Still, they got it achieved. After that first kill, it only takes one to start, and then you can kind of have your day.
Yeah, it worked for him
until
things started to shift.
They get outgunned by FaZe sniping them from 300 meters away, Na'Vi shooting them from 200 meters away, Vitality shooting them from like 100 meters away. Everyone just circling.
But every team should have also known where the circle was moving. This is why, like, you were commenting that I was like flagging hand signals and doing charades at you, coming into phase 4, because the circle was literally almost like it was 40% water, and you knew the shift goes west. And that's why Liquid, just before, when that circle came up for phase 3, they actually brought everyone in. They had them spaced out beforehand, and then they brought everyone into the compound. There was more than enough space. Having a church in that area, like, it's such great vertical movement, plus having the spacing inside. Yeah, I'm fairly certain Knights were really pissed when they first pushed in there that Texas got knocked down, because it would have been a very, very different round if that succeeded. But Liquid, damn, that positioning was so good.
Even that church having the kind of fake balcony where you go up and out, and there's the rooftop that covers you from the eastern side. So they were looking towards Knights at the west, but then they also had, what, Na'Vi, HWA, and another, was it Wild coming from the east, that all got just mown down. Yeah.
They had no other way to get in, right? Like, you had the circle move up, so you're like, okay, well, what roads are we going to take? And you guys were talking about it as well. It's like, which way is... was it Liquid who were taking the... it was Method who were taking the western road. And Alliance, they had a fork in the road, so Method, they could have chosen to go hard west or take the inner road. And Alliance were actually on both. They started on the fork on the right. They're a little bit further up, and then they crossed over, and that's when they hit into Method, and actually caused a lot of problems with the earlier rotations. So it was rough no matter what, but everyone else on the east was going this long way around, and Na'Vi went the very long way around through the void that was Evanga's territory.
And then Moonwolf folled suit as well.
Yes, right after.
Through the exact same place.
Yeah, that wasn't so great, though, because I don't think they understood where there was defilade to work with. There was a wall. If you can get to the other side, there were 2 loot crates you could potentially loot there, but that was it.
And then vast openness.
Yeah. So maybe teams not having any experience or much experience playing with that area of the map. Because how many times do you get forced onto the northern wall?
I've never seen a circle like that.
Maybe like 1 out of 1,000 games?
And I think that's a generous 1,000 number almost too. It was odd, to say the least. But it seems that's been the spirit of all the circles that we have had throughout this competition. It's been odd. Where have we gone? We've gone everywhere, right?
Yeah, except for the far west, where the giant hill, the mountain is. Not the wall this time.
Sure, we could go west.
Or the east. We can go to the islands, the real small islands.
Have we had a southeast circle? So we had one kind of northwest. We've had lots in the kind of southwest.
We haven't had an earlier circle which has hit southeast. We've avoided Los Leones with almost all the circles. The closest we got was the end circles, which were to the west of Los Leones. But it's so difficult on those areas, especially around like that exact zone, because it's open. Everything is open. There's almost no cover to work with.
It's a valley as well.
Because the ridge lines are just up so high that any small defilade that you think you do have, like,
I'm behind a hay bale.
It doesn't work, right?
What do you do after?
You get shot from 3 different angles because everybody else has high ground.
Smoke. And
this is when we add in the new thing called a shovel into the game, and you can just start digging away at the hay bale.
Hey, I hear
trenches.
Entrenching tools. That's what we need.
I hear the guards are coming, or the shields. It might be in game soon.
Oh, Rainbow Six? I guess, is that what this is? It's like, I'm sorry, I'm Montagna, whatever the hell. Montagna.
Just call it Mountain, mate.
Okay, Mountain.
There we go.
I am Mountain.
Easy peasy.
Sure, I'm Game of Thrones as well now, it seems. Brilliant. So we're almost getting in, but I want to give props to Na'Vi. They did fight very, very hard coming in through that eastern circle, even when they knew the odds were against them. Like, it was, the circle was going to hard shift, and they had very bad positions to move. I was actually kind of more surprised that FaZe didn't have more success.
Well, I think after hearing all the shots, of course, after Knights engaging into Liquid, they chose the second best place.
Yeah.
Just in case it goes away from those compounds towards the northern side, I think they chose an okay spot for the information that they had. Of course, they had a really nice fight until the end. Didn't really win the round, but they are certainly making that information work and getting that down to the hands of the placement points. I think they were really close to beating Liquid again. Well, certainly not the round, but there's that final round coming soon.
Yeah.
I feel like FaZe were pretty hard done by just with Liquid's sick read and sick move, though. As that final, circle comes in, we pretty much know if the circle moves off the buildings, Liquid are in an awful position.
Yeah.
Right? And FaZe are in the prime position on that ridge line to the north. But Liquid's snappy movement pre-circle hitting